Hello Fairy Tale Watchers, this is your Winter Romance 2020 pick a card reading. Pick the number that resonates most towards you. Let's get started right away, starting with group number 1. So for group number 1, I'm actually seeing that you guys have kind of been enjoying your time single for a while now. There's a lot of energy here where it's like you could have been getting offers, but you're kind of passing them off like, I don't really know if I really want that right now, or I'm not really sure if I'm really into them or that. It's not that they haven't been good offers, it's just that you really haven't been into really getting, romance in right now. I'm really feeling at the beginning, especially in winter, that you guys have definitely slowed your roll when it comes to who you want and what you want, or who you want to see yourself with in the future. This energy, I actually am sensing that it's really good as far as like not rushing into things. There's a lot of people that will just take offers that they get and not really look at the person for who they are. Instead, they'll kind of pass it off and say, they're here now and they're attractive, or they're okay for now, and so I'm gonna take them. But I'm seeing that you guys really have looked at the people that are coming your way in a way that you possibly haven't before. I'm getting that this group isn't really the person to rush deeply into things and kind of takes their time when it comes to important things like relationships. When it comes to you guys, especially, at the end of winter, we learn this lesson to where we understand what it means to look at everyone equally. I'm getting that there's going to be an offer dead smack in the middle of winter, so probably like mid-December. There's going to be an offer for you, and I feel like the path that you're on right now, you guys could be, being with people that kind of just want to have fun right now, just have an energy where they're just like, I just want to have fun, I'm not really trying to get into anything. But I'm seeing in the middle of winter you get an actual offer, and I'm seeing that this person could really change your views on what it means to be in a relationship. You guys could also be learning from friends around you and who they're with and what they are. I'm seeing that specifically for at least one of you guys are looking at a relationship that has to do with somebody else, and you guys are saying that's not what I want for myself, and you kind of come to this realization where it's like, I have kind of been here for a while. I've kind of been in the spot of not caring about a relationship, and now I want to move out of it. By the end of winter, I'm seeing that you guys have completely decided to change your views on the way you see relationships. People sometimes say time heals and things like that, but I've always heard it's what you do with that time that matters. And I feel like right now you guys really need to put in the work. If you want to see yourself with someone, you guys really need to put in the work to let people in almost. Because I'm seeing a blockage in these cards where it's like you want it, but you want a relationship, but you don't want it in the way that you could have, or you want a relationship because other people are in a relationship or something like that. I'm just seeing that there's this wanting of a relationship but not really willing to put in the work and saying, I'm really willing to let people in now. Something could have happened, and I'm seeing somebody coming back into your life that wasn't really the person that you needed them to be at the time that you needed them to be. And you really are revisiting the past and going back and saying, this is my yes and no column. This is where you go, this is where you go, this is where you go. And I'm not going to put you in my yes column anymore because of the things that you've done in the past. I know people oftentimes preach forgiveness, but you can't really forgive unless you really want to forgive. It's not one of those things that you can just rush into. And I'm feeling that you guys feel that exact same way now, where it's like, I'm not going to forgive this person yet, or I'm not ready to. In the middle of winter, at least, by the end of winter, you're gonna forgive, you're gonna move on, you're gonna see it from a different perspective. But by the beginning, it's really this motion of offers coming in, but you just being like, I don't like them, I don't want to do that, I don't like that, I don't want to. This isn't like picky energy. It's just a person that has seen what other people are like in relationships, has seen other humans and how they interact in a relationship, and it said, you know what, I don't want that for myself. I think you guys really need to surround yourselves around people that are in healthy relationships and healthy patterns. I'm saying that you guys really need to, if you want a relationship this winter, then you can really get one. It's just a matter of you putting down these tendencies to just party and hang out and, take it extremely slow or not at all. I'm trying to not use the word like F-boy or something like that, but I'm getting a player energy. I'm not trying to use that with you guys. I'm just seeing someone who does not want to deal with romance, but still wants it. I urge you guys to surround yourselves around people that actually are in healthy relationships. And if you can't do that, really sit with yourself, really think with yourself, and think about what you want as far as a partner goes. Really deeply think about what you want. And I'm not talking about write it down, manifest it yet. I'm saying you really need to sit down and think about who you want to be with and who you look like with that person. When we talk about the Tower card and the Hanged one, we talk about someone who has been through a situation and is now coming out and seeing it in a new perspective, and I feel like that's going to be you guys this winter. By the end of winter, I'm not seeing a relationship. In the beginning of winter, I'm seeing a lot of opportunities, a lot of people coming in, but by the end of winter, I'm not seeing that you guys are in a relationship. I'm more seeing that you guys are finally understanding what you want, whether that's with a partner or not. I feel like you guys are finally coming to a conclusion, coming to an end, coming to an answer, to answer yourself who you want to be and who you want to end up with. We have the Queen of Wands here, and it talks about someone who is powerful. Not only powerful, but passionate in what they do and who they are. I think you guys are doing fine by yourselves, and I don't want to say that you're not or that you're doing something wrong. I think you guys are doing fine by yourselves and the people that you're around as far as when it comes to friends and outside of relationships. I think that you guys are doing fine, better than fine. But I think that when it comes to relationships, you've avoided it for so long. It's now coming to the time where you guys really have to sit down and think about it. Think about, who you want. I'm going to say don't manifest anything before you do that inner work, do that shadow work, do that, work that has to put you in a place of where you've been at, but where you've refused to look, if that makes sense. You guys will be fine. By the end of winter, I'm really seeing that you guys have a really big awakening, that you've now realized that, wow, I'm here and I'm standing, and I cannot wait to see what happens for you guys next season. Alright, like and subscribe. See you later. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your winter romance pick a card reading for 2020. I can't wait to read you guys. Let's get started right away. Make sure you like and subscribe. So straight off the bat, I'm seeing that a lot of you guys could be moving on from a relationship. We have the Strength card here right next to the Moon. This talks about strong emotions. This talks about someone, and the Page of Wands, this talks about someone who had to move on for themselves. I'm seeing a quick story here. I'm seeing someone that has to move on, almost wants to move on. There's not a huge resistance energy right now. This is really talking about someone who is like, you know what, they were bad, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that situation wasn't bad, and now I'm moving on. We have the King of Cups here. It talks about someone who is able to, I hate saying control emotions, but able to sit in their emotions. We have the Two of Cups right next to that. This is at the end of winter. We have the Two of Cups right next to that, and it talks about someone who, or people that have come from 2 different walks of life, but are able to come together in a really beautiful way. A lot of you guys could be going through divorces this winter, breakups this winter, or just even spells, manifestations or coming to you, but not in the way that you wanted it to. And now you kind of have to do this work to kind of redo what you've done, if that makes sense. The best thing about this, number 2 pile is that it's someone who's ready to move on. We have the World card. Let's talk about someone's life turning over. Someone's life not being the same anymore. Alright, so at the beginning of winter, we have the Page of Wands, and when I get that card, I'm really getting someone who is focused on, it's someone whose life is kind of at this fiery pace, but they want to be almost settled. And it's so funny because right next to that we have the Strength card, which is often associated with Leos, and I feel like a lot of Leos, you guys could be Leos or Cancers or even Virgos or Aquariuses, but the point is that Leos sometimes often want to be the person that settles down, wants to be the person that's in marriage, wants to be that kind of family-oriented person without the family sometimes. But I'm really seeing that's for you guys this month. I'm seeing that someone, you specifically in your life, have finally put down all of the distractions. Even though your life feels like it's headed a certain way, I can tell you right now that it's really not as hectic as it's gonna be now. Does that make any sense? What I'm trying to say is that a lot of you guys may feel like you're in this motion of it's not going to get better, and I can tell you right now, by the end of winter, you guys are going to be on a completely new path with someone else. You guys have the inner work done. I'm feeling like you guys have, when it comes to ending things, you guys have completely, or you guys will be completely ending things. I'm really sensing there's like a big ending that's coming to fruition, and you guys, my advice to you guys is to kind of ground your emotions in that. With the King of Wands we have there, it's kind of grounding your emotions. But anyway, we got the Page of Wands, Strength card, the Moon. When I see these two cards next to each other, I'm sensing that it wasn't an easy battle. That's why I'm really kind of almost proud that you guys are able to come to this at the end of winter, because this doesn't look easy at all. It looks like a situation that you guys didn't know would be that deep, but now you're in it, or you were in it, and now you almost had to live with it while focusing on the things that you want. This is independent energy too. I'm seeing that some of you guys may be at a point in your life where you want to be independent, and I'm seeing that you guys are happy within that, but I'm really sensing that you guys are going to be in a relationship by the end of winter. Anyway, we get these two cards together, and it's like you guys really went through it, and the universe, I feel like, is helping you out too by the middle of winter and saying that, you know what, you put in the work, you cut strings, you've done what you needed to do, and now you'll be rewarded. I'm sensing that a lot of this could do with family members too, but I'm getting it's more like almost a divorce situation. This is a heavy relationship. This isn't like a fling that happened. I feel like you guys really cared. And the universe is saying, okay, now you're ready. Now you're ready. I feel like almost like the universe could be helping a lot of you guys out, but for some of you guys, a situation will come in the middle of winter and show you guys that you have to end it. There's no choice now, because you're just not on the path that you need to be on. But for most of you guys, I'm seeing that, you know, that's you ending things, and that you're now at a place of emotional stability. It's crazy the type of person we are when we're with someone else. It's interesting to see how people are able to cultivate a new personality out of being by themselves. Or not a new personality, but almost the person that they were before. I'm seeing that you guys bounce back pretty fast. This isn't like a situation where it takes a while and da-da-da-da-da. I'm seeing that you guys did the work while it was hard. So now you're in your emotional stability kind of moment, and that's when you meet someone else. This person that you're meeting could be an earth sign specifically, or a fire sign, and I'm seeing that you guys kind of meet each other out of pure coincidence. This is one of those things where you guys could find each other online, and then it's like, oh, you're doing the same thing I'm doing. Let's meet up. Let's do something that will help us. Same for a lot of you guys could just... I'm gonna say this. I know what you guys done the work and everything like that, but when you meet this person by the end of winter, take it slow for yourself. Don't, it's almost like don't deeply invest in this. I'm seeing that it is a good, fling romance-wise, but you just got out of this heavy situation. You're ready to be by yourself, then you just meet someone else, and that's nice, but I want you guys to know that you guys can also do it by yourself. But anyway, yeah, you guys definitely meet someone that is a bit more like the person you're becoming, and you might see yourself in them more than anything, and you kind of share ideas and go off of how you feel in that moment, but just make sure to always stay humble and stay within yourself more than anything, because flings come and go, but yourself, you're always going to be there. You're always going to have to live with yourself after, and I'm seeing that you guys are able to do that. Just be careful with this relationship at the end of winter. It's a quick one. It's a happy one. Have fun. Don't deeply think about it. Go too deep into it. Alright guys, I'll see you next season. Like and subscribe, and peace out. Hello, pile number 3. This is your winter romance reading for 2020. Let's get started right away. Look at you guys. Alright. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys have changed your appearance, perhaps. You guys could also be going through this stage in which you just seem different. And I'm seeing that this is in a good way, but also this is in a way that changes the outcome of how your relationships look like by the end of winter. I can tell you straight off the bat that you guys are going to meet someone by the end of winter, and it's going to be someone that you have manifested. Just because we have the Magician here by the end of winter, but I'm feeling that there's this kind of almost dark energy that almost takes you over before that happens. So let's start with the beginning. We have the Fool, which is someone in my eyes that is willing to go on an adventure within themselves. I feel like you guys are taking a chance when it comes to the people that you're dating this winter. These could be people that you just wouldn't even think of being with. These people are kind of these, partners that you really haven't imagined yourself with, just based off of your character, you guys really are looking at not even yourself, just other people. I'm really liking this energy here because it's someone who's not only willing to take chances, but is taking chances, is looking out into the open and saying, this is kind of what I want to be, this is kind of who I want to be with. We have the High Priestess there, and I'm guessing that it's you guys, because of the Hermit card here, I feel like this is a little bit more personal than anything. I feel like you guys have really allowed yourself to feel lately. You guys are really kind of allowing yourself to be the person that or feel the way that you've always felt without apologizing for it. I'm seeing that this winter has really opened your eyes, especially with the people. I feel like you guys are learning from people, and the people that you're learning from are people that you not only, someone might be a little bit older than you that you kind of look up to in a way, but a lot of you guys could be learning just from people that are the opposite of you. And these people teach you how to be a better person for you, almost. There's this really beautiful balance of learning how to appreciate someone. You guys' hearts are growing a little bit more than ever. I'm seeing that you guys are really learning how to really be there when somebody calls. And not just be there as in physically, be there as in emotionally, be there as in if you need anything. I may not have everything, but I have what I can give, and I think that's really beautiful. I'm gonna warn you guys not to almost look down on people this month. I feel like there's gonna be a really humbling situation that's teaching you that, you really have to be comfortable in yourself in order to look at other people. It's so funny because I hear this thing all the time, and it's like, you hate other people, or you hate what you see in yourself and other people, or something like that. And I feel like that's also a lesson that you're going to be learning. This is really experiencing life through others. Before you manifest the partner, and they will be coming at the end of winter, you guys go through this stage in your life that really it's almost, and I don't mean to sound like rude or anything, but it's almost humiliating at a point. And you're not being humiliated as far as when it comes to other people. I'm saying that you're being humiliated when it comes to yourself. You didn't think of yourself as a person, and you're kind of shocked about it almost. Like you didn't think of yourself as the person that would do a thing or say a thing or, buy things or whatever. You just see yourself, because you're looking outside of yourself always this winter. or you're feeling or you're experiencing through other people, you kind of disconnected from yourself in a way, and you've done something that you just really wouldn't think that you ever would have done before. And I'm seeing that that puts you at a position where you finally let go of that kind of ego part of yourself that hits yourself every time you make a mistake and really says that, you know what, all of the people that I'm surrounded around, all of the people that I'm experiencing love through has taught me that there's really nothing wrong with making mistakes. That I'm only human too, almost. When I talk about you guys this month, I'm really talking about someone who can say that they've done something wrong. I hope by the end of this month you guys have put your swords down, put your weapons down, and really are able to experience instead of allowing yourself to be embarrassed or allowing yourself to really, be stuck up about something. We have the Three of Wands here, and I think it's a beautiful card when it talks about someone who is able to look outside of themselves. This month, it's really, really a journey about yourself. I know that I keep saying you're really going to experience people and partners, specifically romance partners. You're going to have a lot of options, and you're going to have a lot of people coming towards you, and you're going to be going towards a lot of people. But it's really this month about not being embarrassed to be the person that you are and being able to manifest out of that. It'll be a lot greater than if you had that ego next to you and always saying that, you can't be that way, you can't be that way, you can't do this, when everybody around you is doing it, when everybody around you is showing themselves, and, not everybody, but everybody around you is able to say the things that they mean when they mean it. I also urge you guys to tell the person, put in 100% this month, to tell the person that you want them. I'm really not worried about you guys this month because we have the Magician at the end, and it really talks about manifestation coming to fruition. And I urge you guys to write, who you want down on paper and just have that this winter. You can burn it at the end, but just kind of manifest that for you. However you manifest partners or people or places or things, just do that, and it will come to you by the end of this month, definitely. But that's really all I have to say. I feel like you guys just, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but it's really just about allowing yourself to be crazy and fun and exciting, and not letting yourself get too trapped up in how you look or, how you think other people perceive you. Have fun. Alright, like and subscribe. Peace out. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your winter romance pick a card reading. Let's get started right away. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Okay. A lot of you guys are dealing with childhood stuff right now that is kind of blocking you from finding someone. I want to say this, and I want you guys to get my message really clear, but it's not your fault that it's not your fault what happened. It's almost like a lot of you guys are allowing, I'm sensing that it's an older person, possibly a grandparent, possibly a father, or a childhood friend or something like that. Something in your childhood is kind of blocking you from finding something. I'm sensing that this winter is going to be kind of stale. And I don't mean to sound, rude or anything, but this winter for you guys is kind of going to just be winter if you don't get out of this blockage. You guys have allowed almost everything to come at you at once without standing down. Not standing down, but without feeling it. Okay, camera change. But like I was saying, that you guys kind of have this blockage. This could also be just someone, like an ex or something, kind of blocking you from finding someone else. I'm saying that you guys can't keep holding on and expect new to come into your life. I want you guys to know that the most important thing that you can do this winter is to not only allow yourself to go back and feel everything that happened to you, but also allow yourself to forgive yourself for the things that you said when you were in that state. I'm seeing that you guys are looking at the small picture right now. You guys are not really seeing that everybody had a part to play in what happened. I know this is supposed to be a romance reading, and I'm trying to get there, but right now I really need to tell you guys that there's a lot of work that needs to be put in when it comes to your past that you guys can't ignore anymore. At this point, if you want romance, you really have to put in that work when it comes to your past. I'm seeing that you guys just have kind of allowed life to happen to you almost. Let's get to that point where you can start to forgive yourself again, where you can start to see yourself again, and without crucifying yourself. So, when it comes to you guys, I really want you to know that there's not much that someone can say or do that will fix anything. It has to be you. Let's see. This is the first card. This is the first deck. This is the first reading that I'm pulling extra cards for, because I want there to be romance. But for you guys, I'm really seeing that there's not, because a lot of you guys just weren't willing to put in the work before when it comes to yourself. Yeah. Okay. That's how fast I read. But basically what the cards are telling me is that you guys really need to make a decision on what you want, and you guys really need to come to a closing when it comes to yourself. You're allowing too much to be open right now. You're allowing too much to come in. It's almost like a compact energy when you guys are just allowing these people. You are allowing it. It's not necessarily happening to you at this point. At what point do we take responsibility? At what point do we say, there's something wrong here, and I have to fix it? I'm seeing that you guys are able to. I don't usually give this type of reading to people, but I'm seeing that you guys really need to understand that the opinions of others right now matter zero, because you have to walk through it. I'm seeing that your future partner is going through the same thing too. Is going through hard times right now too. You guys can't meet each other until you face the real problem. If you're walking the same line, you can't look back and look at your partner. You have to meet at opposite ends. You can't meet like that. Because you guys have to see each other for all of you guys are, and that's what I'm saying to you guys too. You guys have to really see yourself for everything that you are, and not just everything that you've been. Because how is somebody else supposed to see you for everything that you are and love everything that you are? You guys really need to make a decision on where you want to go. As far as romance goes for you guys, again, you guys might be meeting each other early spring. But if you don't put in that work, you're not going to meet anybody. If you don't look back at your childhood, if you don't stop allowing things to just happen to you and set boundaries, then you're not going to manifest the person that you want. And that's something else that I want to talk to you guys about, not manifesting, but setting boundaries for yourself. And I know that you can, and that's why I'm saying it. We have the 7 of Wands here. I know that you guys can. I know that you guys can do it correctly. It's a matter of wanting to at this point. My biggest advice to you guys this month is to keep going, to know that it may not happen for you this winter, but to really put in the work for yourself, with yourself. When you come to the point where you see yourself emotionally balanced, not all the way balanced because nobody's completely balanced, but to the point of where you see yourself emotionally mentally where you want to be, then that's when things start to get faster through that hurt. You start to meet people through that almost hurting period, but it's going to be good. This reading is super deep, because I just know that you guys are going through it right now. But keep going. Don't stop in hell. Alright, guys. I'll see you next month. Or not next month, next season. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Tell me what's going on in your life if you picked 4. And I will see you then. Like and subscribe. Peace out.